All right. So now we're talking with Ayesha. Welcome, Ayesha.
Thank you. Hi, Charlotte.
Hello. All right. So I'm just finding the questions here. So the first question I would love for you to answer today is, where exactly were you in your business? Like, how much money? And what was the state of your business before you started to work in the boot camp with me?
Okay. Well, where was I? I was earning very inconsistent amount of money each month, and I was all over the place, to be quite honest. I was scattered. My marketing messages were everywhere. My head was all over the place. So that's where I was before I met you and before I joined the boot camp. And then, I came over and basically, in one word, transformed me. And that's the word that I would use. Transformation took place. So I made $5,000 in my first month, which is huge for me because, to make from where I was, not having any clarity, then to suddenly jump to that much and have that transformation take place. The confidence kicked in. I felt a lot more, but because where I was being transformed as a person, and I was becoming more confident with myself inside me, I realized how powerful I was. There was a lot of things going on. I'd say a shift took place in such short space of time. So yeah, where I am today it's phenomenal.
I know, it's very, very good. You've done a phenomenal job.
Yeah, and you Charlotte, seen me change from where I was to where I am.
Yeah. So how do you made like monthly before? Was it zero?
No, it was about $2,000 a month.
Very good, very good. So what have you tried before to achieve, the confidence, the transformation and everything? What have you invested before?
Well, to be quite honest, with your boot camp and what you taught was an eye-opener. I have never, in the 2 years that I'm in the industry, I've tried programs, I've tried different strategies, structures. I've worked with marketing strategists that basically give you a lot more to do on your to-do list. Whereas with you, if I was to compare what I've been through, and I've invested well over $25,000 in the space of maybe 15, 16 months. So when I came over to you and your boot camp, and what you taught was totally different, about structures and strategies and things like that. It wasn't, let me just put it in one word, it wasn't overwhelming. And overwhelming was something that I suffered with for maybe the best part of my career online, which kept me stuck. It really kept me stuck. The overwhelm, the late nights, not knowing what to do, confused. Even though I bought a program, I'm given step-by-step guide. It's still not, it's somehow still on your own. And the beauty about working with you, that I didn't feel on my own. You were hands-on. You taught me a lot of things that I didn't know about me as a person and how powerful I was and the things that I was capable of. I was in my full potential. And as the boot camp comes to an end, I've been saying to my mom, I'm going to miss Charlotte. I'm going to miss her teaching. I actually genuinely feel before it was more about, oh, thank God the program is over. I can breathe. But with you, this is the biggest difference. I actually will miss what you've been teaching because I look forward to the weekly, I used to look forward to the weekly calls.
Yes.
It wasn't just about firing me up. It wasn't that, because you can get motivation from YouTube videos.
Yeah.
But your also more to do with, they touched my soul.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
And what first crushing moments did you celebrate during this boot camp?
I celebrated me and the transformation that took place. And I keep telling you, don't I? I kept telling you throughout the whole boot camp session that you've transformed me. I can see myself come out from the, I thought before meeting you, I thought I was brave. I thought I was courageous. I was unique. I was different. But what the aha moment for me was, no, you could do a lot more than what you're doing. And, you know, I was from here to up here now, and I know I'm capable of a lot more. So that was my aha moment, knowing that, no, there's a better version of you, which you brought out from me. So that was my biggest moment, which I take away from here.
Yes. How was it to celebrate when you had that like financial leap in the beginning and celebrate yourself? How was that for you too?
It was liberating. Yeah, it was liberating. So when I went out and I hugged a tree. That's something that I wanted to do. I hugged a tree, celebrating out, you know, having dinner and things like, just not feeling, I'm feeling at ease.
Yeah.
The pressure's not there anymore.
Okay, beautiful. And how would you rate your confidence in selling after being with me in the book?
Well, I need more practice, that's for sure. But I'm all in now, because with you, I dived in, okay, because it was a very intensive 30-day period, and I had to do it, and I went for it. Now I feel after the 30 days, I feel as if I'm not nervous or anxious. So yeah, I would say I'm really confident. Maybe 1 out of 10, I would give myself 9, which is really good.
Good.
Yeah.
And where would you put yourself before the boot camp?
2.
That was scored very well. Okay, amazing. And how would you describe me different than other mentors?
Very different, completely different. I didn't hesitate to ask you anything. I found you very open and giving, and obviously you're warm. You are a very strong, independent person. So when I first met you, I was like, okay, no messing with this woman. But you know what you say, like, you can become friends later. I felt with you, you were very direct, and you was the best mentor that I could possibly ask for. But then we became, I don't know, I felt as if I could open up to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. You were different in that sense, and the fact that you made time, you understood me. You know what I'm talking about, the little chats and things like that.
Yeah. Very, very good. I love. And the last question for you is really, how would you describe, or how would you recommend for anybody that was in your situation that's thinking about joining the boot camp? What do you want to say to them?
I would say definite to go in for it, because there's so much value for the price as well. And you don't know what you're going into until you actually experience it, because you've structured in such a way that you don't know it's happening. So, week 1, week 2, then you start seeing that transformation that falls in like a jigsaw puzzle. So anyone that's thinking about it, I would just go in without any hesitation. It's something that I would give my full recommendation to. Definitely. If I could go over it again, I would do it. But I've got the calls now, so I'm listening to those who need a boost or your magic touch. What I do is that I'm going over the course over and over and over.
Very good.
It's completely different to what I've experienced. And I'm not a newbie. I've been around for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I've had about 7 coaches. I was talking to someone the other day prior to you.
Yes, that's amazing. You have done such an amazing job. So thank you so much.
Do you remember I hired you? Yeah, I hired you on my birthday.
Yeah.
The best gift ever.
Exactly. All right. Thank you so much, Ayesha. And now I'm going to close this recording.
Thank you.